Hi, and welcome back. By now, you should have activated your account on our Online Permitting Services portal, or OPS portal for short. This section will show applicants how to properly prepare and organize their plans or documents for pre-application submittal. There will be a guided video on how to submit or resubmit for formal applications later. There are three main steps in preparing and organizing your submittal package. The first is checking for bookmarks on your plan set. A bookmark is a type of link that goes to a different view or page in a plan set or document. Bookmarks are generated automatically during PDF creation by most desktop publishing programs or architectural CAD software, such as AutoCAD, MacDraft, MicroStation, and others. Our electronic document review software uses bookmarks to designate reference values to corrections, comments, or conditions of plan reviewers. Avoid delays. Plans should be bookmarked properly. Bookmarks are not required on your application or supporting documents file. These bookmarks, whether it's a sheet or a page reference number, like 8.1 or 8.2, or sheet or page reference numbers plus text description of the page, like 8.1 site plan or 8.2 floor plan, must remain exactly the same and refer to the same page on subsequent submittals to avoid delays in plan review. We will discuss bookmarking on subsequent submittals in more detail later, but for now, and we can't emphasize this enough, watch the following video to check for proper bookmarking before submitting your pre-application plans. So how do we check for proper bookmarking? If you haven't already done so, go ahead and open up your plan set on Adobe Acrobat. Over here is your navigation pane. If you click on this arrow, you can open and close the navigation pane. The navigation pane, when open, exposes these four icons. The first icon is your page thumbnails. The second icon is your bookmarks icon. This tells you if you have any bookmarks on your plan set. In this case, we see that there are 6 bookmarks in this plan set. 6 bookmarks for 6 pages. Now, if you open up your plan set and notice there are no bookmarks after you click on the bookmarks icon, then you know it has not been properly bookmarked. It's best to go back to the native software used to draw the plans and create the bookmarks there so you can have consistency on subsequent submittals. Again, if the navigation pane is closed, go ahead and open it. Then click on the bookmarks icon. If you don't see any bookmarks, then it has not been properly bookmarked. Here is another example of improper bookmarking. If you open up your navigation pane and click on the bookmarks icon to reveal 3 bookmarks, but you've also checked the page thumbnails and you see 6 pages, that is missing and improper bookmarking. All of the pages on the plan set must be bookmarked. Another example of improper bookmarking is nested bookmarks. As you can see, at first, it looks like there's only 6 bookmarks. But you'll notice that there's a caret sign right here. And if you click on that, it reveals additional bookmarks on this plan set. These are nested bookmarks. This is not proper bookmarking. And again, you will need to go back into the native software that created the drawings to create your new bookmarks there. Remember, nested bookmarks and missing bookmarks are both signs of improperly bookmarked plan sets. Always ensure that your plans are properly bookmarked. Be sure to watch our next video on our naming convention and how to merge documents. At this point, you should have checked your plan set for bookmarks and that each bookmark goes to a specific page on a plan set. Remember, please do not upload plans that have missing or nested bookmarks. Now it's time to assemble and merge your documents, and if necessary, split large-size plan sets. When submitting for a pre-application, you would typically upload 3 PDF files. The first is your application PDF file, which should have all the application forms for your project. For example, building permit application form, planning entitlement application form, and others. The second PDF is your plan set file. While the system can handle large PDF files, we recommend splitting plan files that exceed 400 megabytes to avoid long and extended upload times. If you decide to split your plan set file, please name them accordingly. For example, plan 01.pdf, plan 02.pdf, and so on. The third and typically the last file you need to upload is a doc file. The doc PDF file holds all of your supporting documents, such as your structural calculations, noise assessment studies, arborist reports, and other documentation. Merging PDF files is typically done for the application PDF, combining all required application forms, and the docs PDF, which combines all supporting documentation. Splitting files would typically be necessary for plan sets that are greater than 400 megabytes. After merging your application forms into one PDF file and your supporting documents into one documents file, you should save and name your PDF files to correspond with the online submittal requirements. For quicker and easier identification of your submittal documents and plans, the city requires you to adhere to certain file naming conventions. You should name your file with the capital C, a number immediately after, then followed by an underscore, project address followed by an underscore, and the word apply. C followed by a number denotes what cycle of review your submission is in. For example, corrections may be required on your first or initial submittal, otherwise called Cycle 1 or C1 submittal. When you're ready to resubmit after corrections are made, you would now be in Cycle 2 of the submittal, and you should name all your file names in this submittal as C2. The plans PDF file needs to follow the same naming convention as the application file, except that you'll replace the word apply with plans. If your plan set PDF file is larger than 400 megabytes and needs to be split, add the number of planned PDF files after the word plans. It should look something like this: C number underscore address underscore plans underscore 01, 02, 03, or however many plan sets files are required. The last file you will be uploading will be your supporting documents file. This will also follow the naming convention of the plans and apply file, but just ending with docs. All pre-application submittals should start with Cycle 1 or C1. The following is an example of properly following the naming convention. The project is at 285 Hamilton Avenue, and it is a pre-application. I would name my application as C1 underscore 285 Hamilton underscore apply.pdf. I'll name my plan set file as C1 underscore 285 Hamilton underscore plans.pdf. And if I need to split this plan set file, it would be C1 underscore 285 Hamilton underscore plans 01.pdf and C1 underscore 285 Hamilton underscore plans 02.pdf. And the last PDF file is your supporting documents file, which we will name C1 underscore 285 Hamilton underscore docs.pdf. Please watch the following videos on how to merge and split PDF files using Adobe Acrobat. We recommend putting all of your submittal documents into one folder to avoid confusion. Go ahead to the File Explorer and navigate to the folder where all of your pre-application submittal documents are. There are several ways to merge documents using Adobe Acrobat. One of the ways includes holding down the Shift key while selecting the documents that you wish to merge. In this case, I am merging all of my application documents into one PDF. Right-click on the selected files and select the option to Combine Files in Acrobat. The Acrobat software should have opened automatically and will reveal documents you want to merge. You can move the files up or down if you want to rearrange them. On the upper right-hand side, you should see a Combine button. Go ahead and click on it to combine your files. Once combined, the software should rename the new consolidated file to Binder. Confirm that the pages are combined. In this case, my combined PDF file is 8 pages long. Click on File located in the top ribbon menu and click Save As. I am going to place the newly combined file in the same folder as the original and name the file according to the naming convention I mentioned earlier. Since this is a pre-submittal, I am going to rename the file to C1 underscore project address, which in this case is 285 Hamilton underscore and the word apply, as these are my application forms. Click on Save As after. Another way to merge files is by opening up Adobe Acrobat. Click on File on the top ribbon menu. Click on Create, then click Combine Files into Single PDF. You should see a prompt to add files. Click on it and navigate to the folder for the files you wish to combine. This time, I'm going to merge all of my supporting documents. Click Open. As before, you can move files up or down if you want to reorder the pages. On the upper right-hand side, you should see a Combine button. Go ahead and click on it to combine. Once combined, Acrobat should rename the file Binder with the number after it. Confirm that the file has been combined. It looks like it has been combined and now has 12 pages. Click on File on the top ribbon menu, then Save As. I'm going to save the file into the same folder we used before, and I'm going to follow the same naming convention I mentioned earlier. Again, since this is a pre-submittal, I'm going to name the file C1 underscore 285 Hamilton underscore and the word docs, since these are my supporting documents. And don't forget to click Save. As I previously mentioned, your apply documents and supporting documents are usually the files that need to be merged and combined. We can see that we have 2 files that are ready to submit, the docs file and the apply file. On the other hand, plan set PDF files may need to be split to avoid long upload times if your plan set exceeds 400 megabytes. In this case, my plan set is just over 400 megabytes. I want to go ahead and split this file. Go ahead and open up the plan set on Adobe Acrobat. If you haven't already done so, this would be a good time to ensure that your plan set PDF file has been bookmarked properly. In this case, it looks like it was properly bookmarked. I don't see any nested bookmarks. Each bookmark goes to a specific page, and if I click on the last bookmark, it should take me to the last page of the plan set. Notice that the last bookmark brought me to the 282nd page of this plan set. Go ahead and click on the Tools button on the upper left-hand side, next to the Home button. Open the Organize Pages tool. You should see an additional toolbar on the top. Click on the Split tool with the scissors icon. You can choose which way to split the file. You can split the file by number of pages, file size, or by top-level bookmarks. Since my plans are just over 400 megabytes, I'm going to choose to split by number of pages to split the file in half. Since we noted that there are 282 pages within the plans, I'll choose to split it right down the middle and specify that I want to split the document at 141 pages. Go ahead and click on Split. You should see a message appear confirming that the document was successfully split into two documents. The split PDF file should be saved in the same folder as the original plans. Let's go ahead and click OK and take a look at the folder where all of our documents are. Notice that the two files are now named exactly the same as the original file, but with the Part 1 and Part 2 in the file name. Now go ahead and rename the new files according to the naming convention that I mentioned earlier. Go ahead and right-click the first file and click Rename. Since this is still a pre-submittal, I'll name the first split plan file as C1 underscore project address, in this case 285 Hamilton underscore plans 01, since this is the first part of the plans. I'll go ahead and rename the second plans file too. Again, C1 underscore project address, so 285 Hamilton underscore plans 02, because this is the second plan set file. If you sort the files by file name, you will see that you have the files properly organized and ready for submittal into our OPS portal. You have your Apply, Docs, and Plans files. Please watch the next video where we will go through how to properly submit a pre-application through the OPS portal. Thanks!